Hi everyone. Hi. Hello everyone. Hi everyone and everyone. Hi everyone and welcome to my very first travel vlog. My name is Sunny, but you might also know me as Ancient Biscuits on TikTok, Insta, or also here on YouTube. I recently went to Edinburgh, Scotland and thought, why not take you guys along with me? So yeah, I filmed here and there and now this video is here. So yeah, let's go. And after this terrible intro, let's get started for real. When me and my mom arrived in Edinburgh, we just aimlessly walked around because I did not plan anything for the first day. The first thing we stumbled upon was Greyfriars Kirkyard, and we even saw Bobby's statue. We then followed this pretty street and landed in the meadows. I was so surprised to see the cherry blossoms in full bloom. I mean, look how beautiful this looks. And after some more random streets and turns, day one was already over. On day two, we made our way to Dean Village first thing in the morning because I heard that it's gonna be packed pretty soon, so yeah. I absolutely fell in love with Dean Village. I mean, look how beautiful it looks. And because I still feel a little bit awkward filming myself in public, I instead present you these photos. We then followed this path out of Dean Village and it led us in this park, I think it is. Yeah, right next to a pretty river. And the next stop on my list was Circus Lane. For some reason, I stopped filming right before the best part, so have this picture. We then stumbled across this beautiful view of the castle. Almost everywhere we went, we could see the castle, but I think that's pretty neat. Next, I wanted to see Victoria Street. I saw so many photos and videos of this street in my Edinburgh binge I had before coming here, and it did not disappoint. Of course, I had to go to the Vennel for this beautiful view of the castle as well. We then wanted to go see Leith, which is a 30-minute bus ride away, so we hopped on the double-decker bus and enjoyed the awesome views. Seriously, everywhere we went, It was beautiful, especially with everything blooming, so I think I picked a good time to go. We then did arrive in Leith, but it was so windy and so cold, and it did not look like anything I expected. So, yeah, we just went into a pub and then back. Next, we went to the Palace of Holyrood House, but for some reason, again, I did not film anything, so yeah. In the evening, we decided to go up on Colton Hill to see the sunset. Like you can tell by my red nose and face, it was very windy and cold, so we decided not to stay for the sunset, but we did stay a little bit longer. Instead, we got this beautiful view on our way back to our hotel. On our third day, we woke up around 6:30 in the morning because we booked ourselves a bus tour to the Highlands. The first thing we saw heading out of Edinburgh were these Kelpie statues, which were massive. Our first stop after a 1.5 hour drive was this farmer's market. And they had a baby Highland cow. I mean, look at her, she is absolutely adorable. Not long after, we entered the Highlands. The scenery turned absolutely breathtaking. This may sound a little bit cringe, but I did feel like I was just transported into a fantasy book. We then had our first photo stop where it was packed with people. But yeah, the sun was out, it was pretty, and I'm lucky to get these shots with no people in frame. Almost. We then entered the so-called Scottish desert, I think it was called, and it truly looked like a desert. Then we saw this random little house in the middle of nowhere, and I kinda wanna live there. And then it was time for my absolute favorite view of the tour. Was it windy up there? Yes it was. Also, I just realized that the bagpiper was playing the theme song of Outlander.
then arrive at the infamous Loch Ness and Orchard Castle. I am so sorry if I butchered that. Sadly, I did not see Nessie, but here is me pointing at nothing and a statue of Nessie. And here you have my mom comparing me to Nessie. Also, the wind was winding, so it's gonna be loud.
Das ist Loch Ness. Hier ist das.
And after checking out the ruins one last time, we then got on a boat. And then it was already time to say bye to Nessie and go back to Edinburgh, but not without some more beautiful views of the Highlands. By the way, these yellow flowers are everywhere. On day 4, we first went to our favorite coffee shop, the Fortuna Coffee Bar, which we also went to on our second and our last day. Because it was always packed in there, I did not film anything, but here are some delicious photos. Edinburgh has really pretty graveyards, and this was like the 5th we saw. And right next to this beautiful graveyard was King's Stable Road with this beautiful view again of the castle. We then made our way to the Greater Grass Market, which was very busy. We then bought ourselves some stuffed cookies from this stand because they looked and smelled delicious. Random store with swords because I like swords. I also wanted to visit a very specific bookshop, the Gently Mad. I was in heaven, but sadly I couldn't take any pictures of myself in there because after this clip a lot of people came in, so yeah. I could literally spend hours in shops like these. Just 5 to 10 minutes away were the Royal Botanic Gardens, so we decided to go there. Also, the entry was free. We then took a tiny break on one of these benches and ate our stuffed cookies. We got on the left cheesecake, in the middle I'm not really sure anymore, and on the right Biscoff. The first few bites were really amazing, but then it just turned bad. Don't get me wrong, they are amazing, but it was just too much. Also, there were a lot of squirrels in there, and they were not afraid to come near. We then found this stone garden, I think it was called. Really nice. We also wanted to see the old town in the dark when the lights are on, but sadly it didn't look like I expected it to look, so yeah. On our fifth and final day, we went to the Kirk Market or Makers Market, which was located in an old church. We had to see the castle one last time up close. And then for our last destination, we went to Princess Street Gardens with, perfect weather. And located in these gardens was Ross Fountain, which splashed us with water because it was very windy. And that was 5 days in Edinburgh. Let me tell you, I love this city and Scotland in its whole. So yeah, I'll definitely be back here. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it and editing it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye now!
Yeah, that's it.